Welcome to another episode of Theology on the Go. My name is Camden, and now that your head is spinning, we will try to speak about Van Til's solution to the problem of the one and the many. We're trying to understand how we can say things meaningful, to say meaningful things about reality. How we can say things like the grass is green, or Warfield in the back seat is a dog. How that actually has meaning without falling into absolute unity or absolute diversity. Because it's a problem if we go to either way. And every philosopher that has ever dealt with epistemology has had to try to wrestle with this solution. And Van Til proposes, or suggests, that only the Trinitarian God of the Bible, as the most basic metaphysical reality, provides the solution for the problem of the one and the many. Because he, in himself, is both one and many. Now that doesn't provide a solution in the sense that many philosophers would want. Because God is incomprehensible, we cannot understand him fully. And so therefore the solution that is offered is not comprehensive to our minds or to our finite satisfaction, we might say, because we can't understand it fully. But in order to understand Van Til's particular solution, I want to draw out three major principles that are operative in Van Til's understanding of Trinitarian personality, God, who he is as a person and as three persons, and how that relates to the problem of the one and the many. And today, the first one I want to speak about is the principle of equal ultimacy. Now, the principle of equal ultimacy is something Van Til uses in several places. One book in particular is A Survey of Christian Epistemology. And there he draws out this notion that the solution to the problem of the one and the many, or the foundation of our epistemology, of our knowledge, has to be absolutely equally ultimate in itself. That you cannot mix temporal and eternal categories. Because if you have an eternal solution that has temporal elements, it's going to fall apart or be drawn towards the temporal. It cannot provide a solution or an absolute basis for our knowledge as finite creatures if it in fact is mixed. He also talks about how you need an equally ultimate one and many. We cannot tip the scales towards either the one, the unity, or the many. So we've seen that if we abstract all the way to the unity, we arrive at a void because we've abstracted beyond every single particular. Therefore, there are no more things we can say in comparison because we've arrived at an empty void. Likewise, if we drive down all the way to every single particular, we can no longer say anything meaningful about one thing because we cannot compare or contrast it to anything else. Because it is an absolute particular. It has nothing to do with anything else. So that's a problem. We have to have an equal ultimacy of the one or the many in number. And if we tip the scales towards either the one or the many, we're going to fall into the problem. So Van Til's principle of equal ultimacy applies to number, also applies to eternal or temporal aspects in the Trinity, that we need an absolute eternal solution, one that doesn't change over time, in order to provide the foundation for our epistemology. So that is the first principle in Van Til's Trinitarian solution to the problem of the one and the many. This has been Theology on the Go. Visit us online at reformedforum.org. My name is Camden. Thanks for watching.